keloqz as an individual player. Like, he's someone that thrives off of these battles in the early stages. If he can get rolling, maybe we can see a battle where he actually puts himself to the forefront of this team, because that's the main thing. Like, when we look towards someone like TenZ, well, I think he's currently the second highest rated player in the entire tournament. I think he's had the best map so far in the entire tournament. So we have to go and say that we expect TenZ to show up throughout the series. keloqz has always been a question mark. Now, he's had a good tournament.
All right, I'm back.
Had some really solid matches.
How's it going?
He needs to be on his best form here today if they're going to compete.
Yeah, there's no room.
Are you cheering for
G2?
G2?
There's no room to be a little bit more relaxed.
No.
For G2, they need every single player to show up, and it does definitely start by looking at that head-to-head between keloqz and TenZ, or Shazam, considering the last time we saw Sentinels play, he had a couple of good maps as well.
Yeah, for sure. That's some unbelievable stats. And I think, especially when you look at the defensive side of this map in particular, that A side basically comes down to the TenZ and Shazam show. These aggressive pushes, these battles deep into A. And that's why you're going to see these slower rounds out from G2. These defaults held to make sure that they're not losing too much map control. And in fact, in this one, Sentinels have actually gambled into the A site. And unfortunately for them, G2 are going B.
Yeah, G2 are going to get a nice open site to walk on into. Be nice and clean and getting the plant down and retaking him with classics and your odd sheriff. Won't exactly be ideal.
So I'm not even allowed to say I love the man?
Around is not what
Sentinels not at all.
Obviously, they'll take it if it comes in. But for the most part, they're looking to do damage. And
you agreed to this.
G2 have Nuki watching the flank with a pistol in hand. Him going down would be the biggest of deals. He's got KYEDAE here to help him, just to make sure that they don't give away any unnecessary advantages. Great nade, satchel to pursue as well. But you don't want to get too aggressive here, Tom. That could play right into the hands of the pistol. Who are now right below him. Luckily, Nuki is able to deal with that. And the important thing for me, looking at that situation, is not just that G2 survive with
KYEDAE is currently doing a challenge chat where on the first map she's not allowed to compliment Tyson in any way, or she'll have to give the 100 subscriptoronis.
Yeah, it means they could, in fact, maybe invest into a rifle alongside all the SMGs.
Let's see how that goes.
How they actually want to play
Tyson isn't even that good anyways, guys. Let's be real here.
There's not really going to be anything here that can actually boost them into this round.
Tyson ain't that good.
3 away, like by that point,
yeah, true.
You almost look at the round and go, well, you kind of done a lot there. Do you want to invest it anyway? Now, the other side of things, this is where we get the purchases for Sentinels.
All right, Tyson's about to pop off now.
They're going to be able to take a little bit more
He's about to pop off
around and make sure. Well, basically, they don't have too many casualties.
Well, exactly. This is the bonus round for G2.
Oh my god.
Anything bar the
yeah, chat, I'm so much better than Tyson. True.
Over a sheriff, of course. So they'll be looking to just come out of here with a couple of scalps. You can see how passive
I look like a controller player compared to him.
Extremities, but around middle, they are looking to get aggressive. Sick started to push down through the tube, and we saw that TenZ was getting a little bit itchy to move forward as well, but they decide against it with a minute left, realizing this isn't a full B commitment, that there's still players outside the A site, and they'll just tuck in and wait to take those ranged fights.
Yeah, it almost looks like they're playing a bit more of a retake.
I'm peeking over at your camera occasionally to check how much you're struggling.
Able to just dash out of there, and especially after being tagged, I'm actually quite surprised he's sticking around.
Wait, what?
It's going to pick him
on
up,
the
leave
bonus?
a weapon in the backline.
What?
keloqz has just found another onto Dapper. This bonus
Tyson,
is looking incredible. They need TenZ to go huge. Luckily for him,
to go real big.
Well, I was going to say he's going to be a but Nuki behind him.
Yeah, he caught him, got right up in his face as he came out and dismissed, and what was a very weak round for G2. Spectres for the most part, a Marshal and a Sheriff, and they've only lost the pistol yet again. But Zom's desperately trying to pull this one back. He'll go down, and that is the freest round.
They just got ecoed? Lol.
Came in with a Sheriff. Him dying means nothing. The rest of the team get free upgrades over to your Phantoms, your Vandals. And I don't mind Shazam going out because he tried to catch really good timing. As he was being pinged, he gets pinged the first time, and they'll think, okay, he's going to run back. He tries to swing out, obviously with the intention of, oh, I've got the dash.
You're doing great. Keep it up, KYEDAE.
That's taken down before he could even get to his keyboard.
The only thing there is
the girlfriend buff is gone.
Maybe in a buy round, I'd agree. I just think it's the risk when you have a rifle that it just seemed a little bit more peculiar with G2 being able to almost just stack up against him.
To stop them getting close at the same time, though. You know, those Spectres, 3 of them come running around the corner.
Oh,
and
they're stacking A, though.
when you're,
they're reading this correctly.
You're looking over towards the Marshal, which obviously was still able
Is
to
the
connect.
camera seeing finds two?
Still online as well. He's playing with the Marshall right now, and you can see that G2 are sensing a weakness.
We need another picture back,
side,
Jonas.
Sentinels have
Not this
up.
time. He's on his own.
Over, looking to try and lock this off.
Oh.
Just managed to bypass the wall, but wasn't able to connect the shots necessary.
Oh, mixed well.
Two players and completely whiffs. Luckily, KYEDAE is there with a triple. Again, looking like a relatively clean round for the side of G2's. Credit stacked up, and
that was awkward.
really Zoms that can make this costly.
No boyfriend
KYEDAE's
buff
having
from
the
Joe.
Marshall as well. He can potentially grab an upgrade to a rifle. I'm surprised he's staying way back in spawn, watching for the flank. The most important thing for me, though, especially if KYEDAE doesn't save the rifle, any damage that Zoms can get from this point would be huge. Because G2 have gotten away with near flawless rounds the whole way through, including their bonus. And if Sentinels get no damage done here, well, then you're going to be in a spot where it's going to be very hard to break G2's economy.
Bonus give Tens the boyfriend buff?
Probably just going to try and take one with him.
Not
die
today.
To the spike. There's no real value in holding on to the Sheriff, and in fact, KYEDAE is going to pick him off instead. So now we start looking at that ultimate economy as a little bit more deadly, because that's the thing. This is a round for G2. Well, I wouldn't be bothered if
KYEDAE
they
is pretty close to his ultimate here, I think.
First time we're going to see what I would call a proper 4x for Sentinels. We know how impactful Shazam's operator can be, especially with,
yeah, he's
for
one
example,
off his
that
ult,
position
and
earlier
he's
he
got
was
an
playing.
op.
If he has an operator there, he gets the kill and he dashes out.
How's it going, KYEDAE?
99% of the time. So it's a spot now
Oh
where
How you
they
doing?
can use that Hunter's Fury to get an opener. If they can maybe get
Everyone
the
sings Stop the
almost
Bet.
one trick him out of the round,
Nope.
that would
Nope.
be a huge
We
start
don't do
for
that
them.
here.
And 5-0 on the attacking
No.
side. We know that G2's
She's
always
gonna
been
show how
strong
strong
in
she
this
is.
attack, but this would be
Oh,
something
shit.
different, and Shazam's already dead.
Damn.
That was like 8 seconds in.
We talked about Shazam's operator. Obviously, Kellogg's has
Stop the
his
count.
own, and now he's the only offer left
She is
on the
disassociating,
server for the
it's
time
her
being,
strat.
at least. A man advantage for G2, claimed by Nukia, who's still walking forward,
Tens.
looking for more
Damn.
victims and finding
I'm
more
gonna
that nade is
cry.
straight
to
on
the
the-
backside.
cry, I'm
And the
gonna
Hunter's
cry.
Fury, it will not connect for the kill, but the nade will. That is glorious for G2. 4 versus 2, and Sick can't even get a kill
Damn.
on the board. Again, it's Zoms left to 1v4 retaken. Oh, it doesn't look like he's going to get anything
wow.
either. A 4K out of Nukia. What if G2
Wait,
had
take
for
the op.
breakfast this
Why are
morning?
they not taking the op? What?
This is Sentinels playing, right? Like, I can't believe what I'm witnessing. I'm not even sure if Nuki's actually died yet. He's just been running riot. Every single aggressive player has been completely shut down. They're making the openers onto this site in
I don't know why I
particular
didn't pick
look
up the op
incredibly
there.
easy. And yeah, as I said, at the moment, this doesn't look like Sentinels.
We've had the conversation many times when it comes to the EMEA region about Nukia, about him potentially.
They already have one?
One of the best
Ah.
players in
KYEDAE
the world.
confirms
And you're seeing him
Sentinel's
here on the
secret
international
weapon.
stage. He has had one hell of a tournament so far. And the start to this map, lightning fast. Let's see what else they can do. Now, just up against the pistols yet again, but Sentinels are starting to roll the dice and take some risks. They've pushed B, they've pushed mid, and they're seeing no one here. G2 might be about to get trapped in.
They do have the flank being watched, though. KYEDAE is more than aware, and with that push coming through, it might start to make them hesitate a little bit whether they continue this push, but to be honest, they're continuing to find all the openers they could possibly need. They're just ripping apart this site. It may have been a stack, it may have been a flank,
Jesus.
but well, G2 just get through it, no problem.
This is an unbelievable start. I mean, Sentinels are looking hard nerfed. I wouldn't be surprised if coming out of this round, you get a pause out of this defensive side
I mean,
team.
yeah.
Because
Yeah, when is the
I've ever
when is
seen
the
them look
timeout
this
coming?
weak, and that's not to
Yo,
say
chat, we
that
have a
G2
flawless
are doing
Prime
a
Gaming.
a fantastic job.
Wanna get some
and in
Prime Gaming
particular,
subs in the chat?
on those openings, but for Sentinels,
2 of their players haven't died.
I think they're doing you a
normally
favor,
they would at
KYEDAE.
least
They're
connect a
just
couple of shots, make these rounds
finishing
costly, and
the,
instead Prime Gaming flawless
map a
comes
bit
out,
quicker
and
so you can
G2
go back to cheering on
already
them.
had a bunch of money. Now they are stacked with credits.
Well, KYEDAE's having a great time. I almost wonder if Ocelot right now is just saying, can we get that plane back in the air? Can we get it back in the air? Like, we got memed for it, we got owned for it, but I feel like it's always good to make
It's
these
gonna be
sort
flying
of...
If I see this curly-headed fuck dancing one more time, Sean.
I'm a little bit I know he's close by.
I know what you mean.
Nice little selfie
hell?
with his nice little G2 stamp that they put on the floor.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, graffitis.
What the hell?
For Sentinels, this is a full buy. Shazam with the operator yet again. And you'll notice he's not quite playing as aggressive as he did before. Maybe a little bit scared of running into Nukia. Jen certainly should have been, because he has been shut down to start. Dapper pops off the Hunter's Fury. Very little found.
Oh my god.
But Kellogg's so close to death. 26 HP as he dashes on out. And they've already burned up their heals, so it's going to be a while before he gets back up to full.
Raise blast back ult incoming.
Ken's has gone down. They still have this bait and switch. You can see Sick has gone into a far more aggressive
I don't think I was
position
hating on Kellogg's Smogs. It was a joke.
Started to be predicted quite often now by the side of G2, but with
oh
Mixel
shit!
falling, there seems like a chance.
Oh, here we go.
Nukia's just on one today. Sick, as said, he's in a prime position
yeah,
to do
a
fair amount of damage, but now the showstopper comes through and catches him on the edge of the wall, leaving just 2 men standing for the side of Sentinels.
So well played so far by
Dapper
G2
needs to
and
go
a
big
4v2 yet again. Dapper and Zoms, we've seen it so many times, but here's a successful start. Zoms left in the 1v3. Kellogg still low, but he has that operator and he has the angle. 7-0, a dominant start for the EMEA side. And this is not something that I think
KYEDAE, at least they're making it a lot easier for you to not cheer on Tyson right now.
Get on the board.
He's got 1 kill.
I feel like Tenz's stats are about to be ruined. Like, he's been averaging, I think over 300 ACS for the entirety of the tournament so far.
I think we're giving you a round.
This is weird.
1 round? One round? You guys are okay with 1 round?
I'm uncomfortable watching G2 do this well. And not because it's like, G2 hate or anything like that, but just
because... Chat! What?
No, not this round.
You can't go back.
No, we don't do this? Okay, never mind.
A couple of knives. What's he got? 2 left to work with? It's gonna be a little bit tough now for him. That ultimate.
You can gift 100 subs, and then you can tier a lot.
What I want to say was G2 versus F4Q. You saw the adaptations they made.
Yeah,
they worked so hard on improving their game. And so far, it's been working out for them in this series as well. Shazam connects the Coldamenta, though. That's the pick that they needed. He's got all the blades back up, and that's the difference maker in a round like this, where they don't even have a rifle to play around.
Kellogg's already taking a lot of map control. I think Dapper will have heard him, so he's going to be.
It is an attacker-sided map, though, so.
Oh, maybe not expecting Kellogg's to be that far forward.
It's not impossible to come back from this, you know.
Players walking away. This could be a pretty big moment for him, but Mixel's in the spawn. He's just sat all the way back, just ratting it as far as he can. And now they're going to try and put some pressure onto Zoms. Now he popped his ultimate at the beginning of the round. Shazam will close out the lurk, but he needs to get something done here. Luckily, this weapon at close range, it can work.
30 seconds left as they dive on in, but they've already bypassed him. Going up above as well. The site is now theirs. The res on the Dapper might not mean much if Zoms goes down, and he will. Walking out of the Viper's pit and being dropped straight away. Man advantage no longer in their favor. Shazam wants to get the opening, but does he know that right up above is Mixwell, waiting to catch Dapper as he comes on through. There's the kill for Shazam, and Sick manages to save his life. Now they should have their first round.
I'm surprised they haven't done the timeout yet.
To say about
there we go.
And he doesn't. Welcome to the scoreboard as Sentinels hit 1.
It took them quite a bit of time. Definitely one of the shakier rounds that we've seen for G2. Players being caught off here and there, but some solid kills coming through in the retake. And of course, well, Shazam, it didn't take too long.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like a part of me is dead.
On that jet.
Yeah, I mean, there weren't many, wasn't much of a lead
just
to catch
cancel
up on,
it.
say it that way. The fact that Mixwell, a little bit too slow. He was waiting for Dapper to walk on through. He was hearing the shots out of that frenzy. And that small gap that was left open for them to walk out the door, they grab the kill to Avova, they overrun the site.
Guys, are we good to, I'm going to do 1 round.
That was on a weak bind now.
No, wait, I got a solution.
Was the fact that Kellogg's played so aggressive. He was starting to ego them. I mean, with 7 rounds, you can't really play him. But now we need to see
No, Jonas!
Go cheer for Tens.
No!
Go cheer for Tens! Come on, cheer for him! Stop being so sad! Right now!
Thank you!
They're doing well.
Cheer for him!
Oh, guys, please! Oh my god!
Just stop being sad and cheer on your boyfriend who needs you. Come on.
Alright, Ty,
come on. The bet is off.
I love you.
But this time, it's looking like G2 might just pick up the pace.
It certainly does. Nukia's watching.
You guys are better than gold 2.
Might be caught on the cross, and he'll be on his way because Sick has already been taken down. But there it is.
Yes,
Shazam
nice
trading it back, taking out the star player for G2 in this map so far. That could be a huge blow to the attacking side, but they have got the spike planted. Time is on their side. And as it ticks away ever faster, Sentinels need to make this B retake work. It hasn't been successful for them so far, but they haven't had this kind of weaponry in the past.
This is the Avova spot. This is one of those positions where he sticks
nice high.
10s on a late flank. He's been spotted. They're expecting him now, but could act as a bit of a
Let's fucking go!
Just drop 3.
You're fucking sexy!
And his
Look at this shit!
He's not going to achieve anything. Another solid retake from Sin. It seems like they found their footing.
This is where G2 might get a little bit worried, you know.
Oh my god, you don't understand how horrible that was, guys. It was so bad.
Two-piece that he found
I can't.
Now you notice that
I scared the dog away.
I felt so bad. I was looking at you just like in complete silence for like the first 8 rounds. And I was just like, no, this is not worth it. Not at all. Just fucking stop. It's not worth it.
Still yet to see walls come out, which I'm quite surprised.
Oh, thank you guys for all the subs.
Well, for now, at
least.
Both sides still with the
Preet!
Alright.
Again,
Preet! Thank you for the 50 gifted.
Alright. Is going to be the main
there's your 100.
Stages of the round.
There's your 100,
guys.
Now cheer for your boyfriend. He needs it.
Oh, Cuddy looks like your puppy got kicked. I did.
To Nuke
Come
to
on,
look
Ty.
for open is he's going to be spotted by the drone. He's got to be careful.
Imagine it.
Good for you,
Now,
baby.
but 10 seizes the space right away.
Oh.
Gonna pursue too far.
Our boyfriend is so good at this game.
Thank you, Alexandra, for the 5
Someone's in position
well.
behind yellow. He can be isolated. The
You
cross
guys
is
don't
being watched by
understand.
Shazam, but
It
there's
just
no way
pains
they'll
me.
go across without a Viper wall down. In fact, it looks like there's no way they'll go across at all.
Yeah, of course he's our boyfriend, Chad. What do you mean?
Yeah, our boyfriend, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you
Sharing
after
is
the 5
caring.
gifted.
They're going to try and send. Well, it seemed like they were going to send Mixwell through mid. But instead, he's going to double back.
Dad, imagine if this was just an elaborate play from the get-go to bait subs. Because, you know, that's my entire kind of strategy, right?
Looks to try and section the site in 2. But G2,
What if
they
this
don't have
was
a
my
lot of
plan
time
all
here,
along?
and they've given Dapper a slight angle.
Oh.
Bot gives away his position.
Nice.
Flashbacks, but somehow
Look at us go,
he's
look
able
at
to
us
get a kill
go.
from that position.
Look at us
Still
go.
They need to
alive.
plant.
Our
They need to
Sentinels
plant.
gain the man advantage,
They need to
and there's
plant.
so little time left. G2 are
He
just
needs to
being
plant. He's
totally
fucked.
pressured, and by the looks of it taken down, Avova
What is going
somehow
on?
able to stay alive. He's getting
No.
the spike planted. Kellogg's has come in with 2, and all of a sudden, it's down to Sick. He has to clutch this one out. No idea where Avova might have
They don't
gone.
know he's
The
there,
rock
though.
could be in
If he
play,
gets
and
Kellogg's
he's
here.
about to get peeked out by Kellogg's.
I don't think
on
Kellogg's
the
expects
off.
this.
This is so tough. He needs an opportunity to take a
Oh,
duel and a
shit.
close shot, but a whiff. Now as the time ticks away, Sick.
Oh,
Reposition.
NT. Wait, Kellogg's is so good. He
Put an
holds.
8th on the board.
No, that was.
Yeah.
Doing a
Wow,
fantastic
insane.
job of
Yeah,
bouncing.
He's
that
very
was good
smart.
from Kellogg's.
This is a phrase
That's
I never
very
thought
good
I'd
from
say,
Kellogg's,
but
actually.
Sentinels are being outclassed.
It's okay.
That's what
G2
we're
get
currently
one
witnessing.
more,
Normally they're the
and then
team to
Sentinels
win
get one
these
more for the 9-3 curse, and then we win
whatever
it.
you name it.
Wah,
They're the
wah,
ones to come out on top, and Kellogg's, he is on
Sentinels
form. I
on
mentioned him at the
attack on
beginning
this
of the
map
series
is
that if
insane,
they're gonna
though,
have
so it
a
doesn't
good
really
game,
matter.
if they're going to be
Oh.
able to challenge versus the previous
Just 1 sec.
champions,
Be right back.
this man needs to be on form. And, well, boy, is he on form.
I'm sorry, chat. I tried to, like,
You look at that situation.
tell her
I mean,
to,
there
like,
was no
not
way
break,
in my mind
but it
that
wasn't
went
actually
G2's way.
worth it.
No?
4v2,
Like,
lockdown, 10 seconds
it
left. They can't
it wasn't
show
actually
that they've got
worth
the
it
spike
to see
planted.
her suffer.
Somehow
It like
maneuvers around.
physically
His timing is perfect.
it,
the kill
And
while
it
Kellogg's
physically made me
Absolutely. And then just
feel the
about
pain, you
manages to
know?
evade Sick.
Because like at start it was like a haha funny
Position
joke,
sidelines as he moves
funny
around the side,
joke.
gets the
She
spike
can't
planted.
compliment
Kellogg's with
him,
a double kill,
and
stop them
and
from
then
pushing
and then I
down
saw
and
like
killing
literally
Avova.
this
Like,
this isn't even good content anymore. This is just painful because they were losing so much. And I was just, you know what? What if I just give
Now we have to
50
see
and then
how
we just
Sentinels
call
are
it a
gonna break
dub?
back from it, 'cause I think the last time we witnessed this map, it was an 8-4 attacking side half for G2. That was enough for them to get it over the line, even though we can sometimes see those attacking comebacks.
Oh, what
I feel
happened,
like
Jonas?
Sentinels, at
You
a
good?
minimum, need the 4. Like,
I'm good.
Realistically, it's still not going to be the best.
Don't
of
worry.
halves for them,
We
but
were just being
there would still
real
at least
for
be
a little bit.
possibility. Say, for
Okay.
example, they lost the pistol, but at this stage, Well, there hasn't been consistency from them. It was a couple of rounds, both in terms of
No,
retakes.
you're the
so
best,
their actual
Chad.
holds of the site haven't
You're
been
the
exactly
best.
going well. This time as well, they even had some sneaky angles behind the utility of G2, which caught G2, and they still lost
right
it.
after this map, we'll get you some food.
We all know Hypok loves to see
Okay,
those
thanks.
retakes get started, but he hasn't seen them
Actually,
at
wait.
all
I
so
should go get him
far.
food real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
You've had those 2 rounds that came through, but losing out, I think, arguably more than we've seen them up till now.
Does TenZ hear the footsteps?
I think he did. I think he might just about have caught them. Shazam's waiting with the operator for a quick kill. He's not even the point man on this round. He'll take first contact, but now it's all about buying time on TenZ's flank. And the question is, does anyone on G2 look back towards their spawn? And for now, the answer is definitively no.
Yeah, they've also stacked up the remaining players. There's even one watching into mid just to try and hold off the flank. This is being perfectly played at the moment by Sentinels. They have them trapped, and G2 have to try and fight out. Mixer, though, has been able to find one. And this could give them at least a little bit of space. The problem, though, is the spike has currently dropped all the way back towards 10. So he's called for that little bit of extra support. Shazam, though, he misses his shot.
That's going to be tagged up
Is
massively.
the noise skate on?
Has to
I'm
be so
sorry.
cautious about any future fights that he wants to take. Waiting for his teammates to rotate into position.
I'm just
for
trying to
G2.
give some musical powers. It cut out. Oh, I'm sorry.
Pretty tough. He knows that he's about to run into a couple of players. TenZ
Oh.
shutting him down. A third kill.
Oh yeah, the
for
9-3
that
curse
man
is
in this
coming.
round, and that pretty much cements the save for G2. If Mixwell finds an opportunity right away, sure, maybe they go for it, but instead he runs right into the operator of Sentinels. It is 8-3.
Let's go, Tyson!
For Sentinels, but if they find this one, there's still
You
hope.
guys see that op shot?
Yeah, I think that's the first time we've actually seen TenZ pop off as well. So that in
let's
itself
go.
could be a difference maker. Like the first time I think the G2 haven't caught him.
Our
as he tried
boyfriend
to
is
get a
so
little bit
good.
aggressive. We saw in a lot of the early
He is,
rounds.
he's
Like there
amazing.
was the Pipes position that he just got killed, I think, 3 or 4 times
He went
in
to
a
8
row.
rounds without a kill in total this half, so that's...
It's been rough,
bizarre.
that's for sure, but the fact that he's now found that 4K, that's more of
It's
a danger
impossible
me
to
than
lose
anything
when you have the
else.
boyfriend and girlfriend buff at the same time, to be
That was
honest.
2K before, it was clean, you saw his aim get warmed up, and now coming in with 4. This is where TenZ becomes revitalized. Shazam, operator in hand. This is another shot, and Zoms goes down the B site under threat. City
Oh, shit.
has rotated in, so
Oh,
Shazam
shit.
tries to get back, but he's caught on the cross. Sick, left waiting in the sidelines.
okay.
No
It's a
res in play
9-3
for them
curse
coming
if we
into
win
this
anyways, so it
final
doesn't
round.
matter to me.
Kellogg's,
Oh.
he's forced back. He can't cover the plans, but we will have a Viper's Pit activated. That will buy them some
Oh, if
space.
he
but
tags
Adapter
Viper
can
here,
manage
that's
to find
huge.
Mixwell here and grab a
Oh.
tag.
That was
Could be
interesting.
huge. But instead,
Yeah.
they're using it as a
It was probably
bait.
just checking if
They're
someone
running
pushed
away
close.
towards the A
Yeah,
site,
probably.
just leaving Kellogg's here. with
Oh
a
my
bulldog
God,
in
what a
hand. He's going
fake.
to try to shut these
Are
guys
you
down.
Yeah.
kidding?
Oh, this is just the biggest bait of all time.
TenZ has walked past
They've
him.
actually watched in mid as well. They think that there's going to be players. The
Oh
only problem
my
here could be that
God.
they actually get caught from behind. Nuclear. Oh, he's going back! TenZ is like, oh, it must be going towards the B site. Sentinels are completely lost in this round. And now he's going to go running through the spawn.
Oh,
and
no.
Nuclear's just waiting for him.
Wow.
This is glorious from G2. Leaving
Okay,
just Dapper
that was well
standing
played.
to try
That was
and pull
really
out
That
a
was so
well
ludicrous
smart.
clutch.
Yeah.
And he will not
Yeah.
even get a moment to think about that. Mixwell shutting
okay,
him down.
9-3 curse,
Third
guys.
kill of the round, and it's 9-3. Sentinels
Doesn't matter.
completely blindsided, assuming that it was about to be a mid-split into the B site, and they found out the hard way that it
Easy
certainly
for
wasn't.
us.
No,
Guys,
I actually can't
easy
believe
for
what we've just
us.
witnessed in this half. It's one of those matches where
This
you
is a
think
tweet.
that
The 9-3
realistically
curse
it's
is
gonna
about
back
to
be
and
put
forth,
to
and
the
sure,
test.
G2 managed to take it
Copium.
last time, but well, we got another half to go, I guess.
Yes, we do, and you know what?
9
I think
is all they
Sentinels are
get.
gonna need a breather after that one.
Copium.
Maybe we do too. Let's toss it over to the desk to get some of their opinions on how this one's been going.
Thank you very much, gents. It's looking mighty familiar to the last time around, and in fact, G2 will just do us one better there, Doug. A 9-3 half compared to an 8-4 the last time they were on the attacking side of Icebox against Sentinels.
Almost like there's like a glitch in the Matrix, right? It's like we've been here before, but you're right, just slightly better.
They got the script from the other day.
Think a
His best.
fuckboy.
He's been praying to anybody can to try and get Sentinels back into this map. So we'll see. Maybe
what if
he
I-
has managed
wait,
to
what if I
jinx
do it
G2,
like
in
this?
which case...
Ew, even worse. Get that shit off your head.
You might be ruining our series
up?
at that point.
Well,
What's
Pistol
up?
certainly hasn't started
You call
out
me
poorly.
Ralphie?
They've managed to
Oh,
take
God.
down TenZ yet again, shutting him down in the early half of the previous map and doing just the same here in the Pistol. Sentinels are gearing up for a B
Or maybe
take.
like the
their wall is going to be going
What
up
is he
in just a
called?
second.
The guy in
Poison
X-Men.
fades, they pop up their wall, they close
Cyclops,
the distance, and
you know?
now it's popped that wall.
He's got these glasses.
Oh, Sick is going all the way through. Of course, he doesn't have the ice wall to play with, so they need
Hey,
to be a bit
I'm
more
Cyclops.
aggressive than you'd normally expect.
Yo.
And it works out to take Nuke down, but the shock dart returns the kill.
Still behind the screen. I think Mixwell's expected them to be a little bit further forward, so just
3
waiting
versus
for
4.
the screen to go down to give them that little bit of extra space. They'll pop theirs back up, but it seems like G2 at the moment is still just looking back towards the A side, just in case there's been that fallout, that fallback. But it's still going to be a pretty awkward spot. One being spotted will allow Kellogg's to try and reposition and take the battle, but Shazam has taken out Mixwell.
That's huge. Viper utility for retake taken out, but so is Shazam. It keeps on trading back in G2's favor. Sentinels need a big play, and with Zombs on 2 health, he's going to struggle to get anything done.
Yeah,
Sick
easy.
has to
Clutch
be the
master.
clutch man of the round. A 1v2, 10 seconds left, and very little that he can get done. Double digits hit by G2
my God.
as they hit 10-3.
I can't believe what I'm watching. We have literally gone for a team not losing a single map at the last LAN event to potentially losing back-to-back iceboxes versus G2, and in a fashion that we never expected.
And you know what, Kellogg's, a player that we highlighted to start this out, we said, you know, his battle versus TenZ, maybe even his battle versus Shazam, he's got 18 kills coming out of that pistol round. That is phenomenal. And for a young player who had a lot of question marks around his name coming into this event, coming into this team, in fact, before we even get to
this is the
Masters,
first map.
he is delivering exactly what everybody hoped he would.
Sure, and in fact, we're actually going to see a force spike coming out of Sen. I think they've realized that this
They
stage of
just
the map
force
they need to get in
bot.
and they need to get back
They
into
need
it
this
now.
round.
Fast
They
push coming in
100% need
on
this round.
towards the
Yeah.
A side. Spike actually leading the charge.
Okay.
Nice.
But instead, Sick will win himself the duel.
A lot bought up for
I don't think they
Sentinels.
expected
They're looking to
this
get
force
some value
buy.
out of it. Plans coming through. Avova has the
shit.
flank, but it's being watched. TenZ not able to connect Avova, even predicting the position correctly.
Oh,
Dapper
God.
up above. But we slow down, and Nuke is picking up doubles on the site. This is falling apart for Sentinels. An absolute disaster. Zombs tries to step it up, but he's so low he'll be dealt with easily, as will Dapper.
They look-
and this is 11
God.
They look
G2.
completely
Despite
outplayed.
investment coming out
And
of
I don't
Sentinels,
know.
They get
I can't
nothing done
say
again.
why.
A
They
spike
look like they're not
That's a
on.
11-3?
Yeah.
That does not matter.
No, G2 are looking very composed. I think this is one of the things that we have to talk about when this roster, if you go back to even the early challenges before we even get to EMEA, there were moments where they looked like they were in the driver's seat and they crumbled. They would give away duels. They would lose fights in certain positions and rounds would slip away from them.
Oh, yeah, he
Instead,
plays
they
with the
lose
mouse on the
opening
left
pick
side.
here. Do they
Yeah,
panic?
it's kinda
Do
crazy.
they like make aggressive mistakes? No,
Gun
they look like they
sus.
come back in as a unit.
Yeah, the gun
Yeah,
is kind of
that's-
Perfect
that's
retake.
kinda
They only lost
sus.
one man after that point.
You know what? It's pretty easy to be comfortable when you're 10-3 up, and now
True.
11-3 kind of only gets worse.
Well,
Look at
Zom's
what
got
Sentinels
one
have to
kill.
play with
That's
in
what
this round.
matters.
They've gone for another full buy. Of course they have. But it's with Spectres, a Guardian, and another
happens.
Spectre on Zombs. It's a little bit shaky, to say the least. They're going to try to isolate these close-range angles on the A side. There are Viper walls absolutely everywhere, but that gives Sentinels the ability.
Look at all
to
the
close in
Viper
on the side.
stuff.
Yeah.
Weaponry
Oh,
does slightly favor them over
Oh
what
my
we're
God.
currently
I
seeing
hate
with
being
the
sick in
ultimates
this
online.
situation.
Kellogg's maybe gets
Like,
himself a
it's
kill,
impossible
but
to get
actually,
to
no,
plants.
he's picked up the AWP, so he
This
will
is
have his
annoying as
blade
fuck.
storm. It's going to
Look,
be down to
they're
that
not
battle
giving
of
him
the
any
flank.
opportunity
If
to
he falls, I
plant.
feel like this round looks very unlikely, but if he can get rid of Dapper, there's a good chance.
Still no plan, just a constant harassment of utility coming
It's still
towards
1 minute,
Sentinels.
though.
They managed to trade it back and keep the man advantage out of the hands of G2, but only for a moment. Shazam, the last
God.
alive, hunted
They're getting
down
bullied.
by Kellogg's to
Oof.
put it 12-3.
They're actually getting
This is an
bullied.
Uh-oh, this
absolute
is really bad
disaster
because
of a
this
map to
brings
kick off
momentum
the
into the
series
next
for
map, so
Sentinels.
hopefully they're not like tilted.
Zombs. I mean, you can't even
Yeah,
point
so,
at
I mean-
him. The whole team has been
It's okay,
struggling.
This is a-
they're
and I
playoffs
think that
anyway,
guy had to
so.
retake
This
the
is a
A-side,
very
like,
rare
the first 6
occasion
rounds, 7 rounds in a
where
row, he was in a 1v4.
Sentinels
So
have
I'm
been
not
this
even
much
gonna go
down,
there.
right?
The reality is G2 are just playing a better
So the
game.
question
They're
is, do they
outclassing
bounce back
Sentinels
from this?
on
Because they
Icebox.
don't experience it that often,
It's
right?
unbelievable.
Yeah, we'll see.
It sets us up
I
for
think
a
you need
series
for
and a
another
half, that's
1,000
for sure,
bits.
with Sentinels having to fight
Yeah, I
from
think
a
it'll be
deficit.
fine.
For now, at
this
least,
is for
they're
seeding
looking for a
anyway, so it's
streak
not
of
like-
9 rounds in a row. I can't say I'm feeling too confident in it. They have managed to spot out Kellogg's in a pretty audacious spot. The ice will use to give him the boost
It's
over
so
the
funny
top
when
and
Maddie's typing on Dapper's account mid-match,
also get
man.
his res online, so at least an ultimate to play with.
Don't
And
worry, guys. That's
Shazam,
Dapper's
if he
girlfriend
can get the one
on
on the
his
other
account.
side, he'll be looking at his blade storm.
Hey, Dapper. It's
Well, Well, it
Is
starts
this why
out
you're
poorly
losing?
with
Because
Dapper
you're
going
typing
down.
in
That
Twitch chat
operator
at the
on
same
range,
time?
taking the kill. Mixwell might just have heard the drop. There's the distraction
What?
shot as he swings out wide. Sick is down. And, you know, okay, they might walk into the A site completely open if they go quick enough, but G2 have a 2-man advantage. They don't care about allowing a site take. They'll play the retake every day of the week.
They can afford to let this one go, not really wanting to take anything
Man,
too risky at this stage. A chance for what will be the biggest victory versus Sentinels on LAN on a map. Didn't have to think about that one for long, because they've only lost one other map. But now, though, Shazam looking to try and change that. But the trades come back so thick and so fast. This left all onto 10s. He's
Alright,
giving it
Tyson.
a damn good go, but down to 24 HP. He will
Oh, he
heal
gets the
up,
reset.
and maybe he can keep them in it. It's him versus Kellogg's, the operator facing off against the Guardian. And Kellogg's will close it. A phenomenal map for G2 as they win 13-3.
What an